Do you want to cut down 4 to 6 hours of training time down to just 2 hours? And better yet, do you want to cut down a workout plan of 8 to 10 exercises down to just 4? Well, after experimenting with tons of different workout routines and different programs, I have found what I believe to be one of the most simple and straightforward workout routines that I can do that will only dedicate 2 hours of training time max. Hi there, my name is Anton. I'm a first year college student and I've been strength training for the last 3 years. And over those years, I've experimented with many different workout routines such as upper lower, full body, bro split. And as a student that spends a good majority of my time studying, I find that it's harder to make leeway for other activities, and especially committing so much time to training at the gym. And this particular workout routine has been such a lifesaver for me because I find that I can easily balance all of my day-to-day activities, like other hobbies that I enjoy, actually studying, and training at the gym. Being able to progress on all my lifts and being able to make quality strength gains, whilst also being able to recover properly and make time for other things that I enjoy in addition to studying. Okay, enough about me. What makes this program so efficient? This program only spans 2 days per week. Now you might think that the workouts themselves might be really long, like 2 to 3 hours. No, the workouts are only an hour each. So that is just 2 hours per week of training. That's the same amount of time, and even less in certain cases, that it can take for someone to commute to work. And here's another picture. That's how much time it can also take for someone to finish one full movie. Once again, even less than that. And all of that is just 1 week worth of training. And the average person spends about 4.5 hours on their phone. I think you get the picture. Well, why is it that short anyways? The reason? Because I said so. Nah, I'm kidding. Well, the real reason is because I find that this is the best time for me to get a good workout in where I train hard, train intensely, and never overdo it. I found that it's really hard for my muscles to recover, and especially for my immune system and my nervous system to recover if I train for around an hour and a half and 2 hours. And there's a lot of science to it, but it's just nice that I get to train hard, push myself to failure for just an hour max at the gym. And I can very quickly recover and then make the most of that training session. Alright, so now let's talk about the meat and potatoes of this workout routine. The exercises. In this plan, I do only 4 exercises throughout my entire workout. That is 2 exercises per workout. For day 1, I do barbell back squats and weighted pull-ups. For day 2, I do conventional deadlifts and weighted dips. But why these exercises? Why not something else? Why not bench press? Why not, I don't know, single leg squats, Bulgarian split squats? Why not that? What makes these so effective? Why not leg extensions? Why not hamstring curls? The first thing is that you can easily progressively overload them. And the next thing is that they are compound exercises, meaning that they hit multiple joints and muscles at the same time, which we will get into in a moment. The next thing is that they have a large range of motion, means that you can really go hard on these lifts and they will give you a good stretch and a good bang for your buck. And the third thing is that they feel good, and if you do them with the correct form, then you do not have to worry about getting injured anytime soon. And these exercises particularly, I honestly do them for the rest of my life because you're hitting damn near 90% of your entire total body musculature with just these four exercises. The pull ups will hit nearly all the back muscles, so your lats, traps, rhomboids, a little bit of your spinal erectors, as well as your rear delts and biceps. The weighted dip will hit all the major pressing muscles, so your chest, primarily your middle chest, but that's not as important, your front delts, and your triceps. And the deadlifts will hit nearly every major muscle on your backside, aka the posterior chain, especially with an emphasis on the lower back, the spinal erectors, the hamstrings, and the glutes. And lastly, we got the squat, which will also hit nearly all of your leg muscles, primarily the quads though. And I'd say that the weighted pull up and the deadlift will train your forearms really well as well. So yeah, that's a good chunk of your body being hit just from 4 exercises. I think that there's 2 things that I admire the most about this program before anything. And they are probably the most important aspects of this program to begin with. That is intensity and recovery. So because of the fact that the workouts are an hour long, 2 days a week, and there's 2 exercises per workout, you get to go hard on all of the exercises. And I have no trouble pushing all my sets within at least 2 reps shy of failure, or all the way up to muscular failure. And that's honestly the main thing, really. Intensity is the most important factor when it comes to a good workout. Because getting close to failure, getting in 0 to 2 reps of failure, that's where all the meaningful growth really happens. And that's basically telling my body, hey, it's time to toughen up. It's time to get stronger. You got to persevere through this. And that's where the recovery comes in. Because recovery is the other side of the coin of this. And I'd even say it's more important than the actual training itself. Recovery is when the actual growth happens, and the training is a way to get you to that recovery point and actually grow, make an adaptation. And as a result, recovery is essential, especially eating right. Eating with an emphasis on protein, which will be a topic for another video sometime. And because it's only 2 days per week, I get to be very lenient with how I space out the workouts. So sometimes I rest for 2 days, sometimes I rest for 3 days. In very rare cases, I rest for 4 days, but most of the time it's only a 2 to 3 day gap. And I find that it works really well because it's flexible. And not only is it flexible, but it gives your body just the right amount of time needed to recover from those intense sets. Your body takes time to heal from that stuff. And when I can easily space out my workouts like that, then it just makes the recovery process so much easier. And by the way, when I say all this doesn't all just apply to resting outside your workouts when you're taking a rest day. This also applies to resting in between sets. And typically, I can rest as long as 4, 6, sometimes even 7 minutes between sets. Because when you go hard, your nervous system feels that. You feel all of those reps. And it's really important to rest as long as your body needs to. Whereas social media says you need to rest for 1 to 2 minutes, that's just objectively not optimal for me. And when I try to do that, I just can't get the most out of my workouts. I just cannot get the most out of my sets. But when I actually take the time to recuperate, when my body is resting, as long as it needs to, then I found that I can perform even better, and in turn, make even greater strength gains overall. And just the fact that I can get that all in one package, I can practice martial arts that I love, like wrestling and kickboxing, I can bike around campus with ease. can go on walks a lot, and I can spend a good portion of my time studying without any of my lifting interfering with that. It just allows for such a smooth experience that not only helps my schedule, but it helps my health as well. I feel way happier. I have more energy. I never feel burnt out because I've overtrained myself or trained too much. And I felt so much better ever since I hopped on this program. So yeah, that's why I think that this 2-day program is one of the most simple and effective ways that I can go about my training, because it's only 2 days per week for an hour per workout. It's only 2 exercises per workout. That's 4 exercises total. All of the exercises have a large range of motion, are easily overloadable, feel good, and have a deep stretch. I can rest a long time between sets and between workout sessions, and it just improves my day-to-day life tremendously with my overall health and managing a busy schedule. And at this point in the video, I will mention that if you are trying to maximize your growth, then this workout split probably is not the most ideal for that. It's given me exceptional results strength-wise and health-wise, but in terms of hypertrophy, I've largely stayed the same, but that's also because I've been training for 3 years, and the amount of growth that happens to your body starts to decrease considerably the longer that you train. But if you're just trying to be overall healthy, still get considerably stronger, and balance a busy schedule, then this workout plan is ideal for that. I've done it. Many others have done it. And that's all I have to say. So if you're not sure where to start, then I suggest try this workout routine for at least 4 weeks. It's 8 workouts. I can count that on my fingers. It's just 8 workouts. Just try it. Let me know how it goes for you in the comments section below if you have tried it. So if you have any questions or concerns, or even any new insights that I may have not addressed in this video that could actually be really important, then drop them in the comments below. I'm open to feedback, and I love learning from your guys' experience. So just let me know how it goes. So yeah, that's all I have to offer for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. And as always, keep working hard.